Welcome to the Manifesting Millions podcast. I am your host, Rashida McFerrin, and today we're going to talk about what having an abundant mindset means for you and your financial future. So much has been going on over the last week and a half. In the US, we just wrapped up the presidential election, and for the first time, I feel like in history, President elect Trump got voted back into office. And there have been some mixed sentiments about the fact that he's back into office, how in the Black community, what that means for us, and how Kamala not getting elected, what that means. At the end of the day, your girl is a capitalist. And I am for whatever moves this country forward financially. And let's be real about some stuff. I gave President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris my vote in 2020. The economy feels like it's in shambles. Groceries are triple what they were. I feel like quadruple what they were. And everybody's bag is drying up because, like, money is just for real deal not flowing. And so, as a millennial, we've never faced inflation like this. I spoke about this in one of the other podcast episodes. So it's been a shock to my system. I've had to go back to the drawing board and allocate funds for this and that and reallocate stuff so that I am making sure that things are balancing out correctly. And while I know people have always talked about inflation in my life, I've never experienced it directly as a grown up running a household, taking care of a family, running a business. That's a whole different ballgame right there. I don't care whether you're on the left or right, Republican, Democrat, Independent. What we can acknowledge is that Trump is a businessman. At the end of the day, like I said, I am for whatever moves this country forward financially. And right now, what we are doing and what we have been doing for the past 4 years ain't it, period. Um, Hopefully, going forward in the next 4 years, we get back on track. Now, am I going to agree with everything that happens with his administration? Absolutely not. Like I said, I am about moving the economy forward, not backwards. And so, that being said, we're going to talk about what it means for you to have an abundant mindset and how that plays into your everyday life. After him being in office for 7 days, Bitcoin went up $10,000 from 80 to 90K. And I haven't checked the price just recently, but it's been fluctuating between 90 and 92. We've heard the predictions that Bitcoin was going to 100K. We've watched Bitcoin go all the way down to 20K in 2022. The reality is, whether you believe in blockchain technology or Web3, is that it is here to stay and it is not going anywhere. And so, when I'm talking on my podcast and I'm talking about financial tips and investment tips and things that can move your financial stability forward, again, not financial advice, but take it as it resonates. I am trying to help you be in the best possible position financially for you to move forward and to secure your freedom to be able to live the type of life you want to live in this country or wherever you are in the world. What that means is this asset class, despite the fact that it's been risky, the stability of this asset class is only going to get better. It is our financial future. It is not going anywhere. And in 20 years, I feel like people will be asking, what's cash? Maybe not to that extreme, but you need to learn about Web3 and blockchain technology and how it's going to change your everyday life because it is going to change it. It is going to come in whether you put ownership on it or not, and it is going to impact your finances. I am always proposing for people to join my cohort and my community and take my course to at least learn the basics. Specifically, going into Black Friday, we're actually running a Black Friday deal. Normally, it's $199. I'm going to be teaching a masterclass for $99 to introduce you to the concept of what it means to be in Web3. What is blockchain tech and what is BTC, i.e., Bitcoin? I built the class so that it would be easy to consume in small parts so that it wouldn't be overwhelming. Because I know when a lot of people get into finance, they get overwhelmed by the fact that it's finance, it's money, and it's numbers and all this stuff that's coming at them. I built it in a way that my son, who is a teenager, would be able to pick up that class, go through it probably in a day or at least a week if you're implementing all the stuff that I'm teaching in the class and being able to take action from going through it. Check us out. Always Rashida.ai. You can find the information on our masterclass there. But anyway, so let's talk about what BTC hitting K means for your abundant future. Number one, if you are not in the game, get in the game. Number two, if you are afraid to get in the game, buy my masterclass, learn what's in it, and then go back to number one, which is get in the game. Number three, you need to start learning about what this asset class is, which is tracing back what to number two, which traces back to number one. Get in the game, take action, and get results. The purpose of me doing this masterclass is to teach the very basics of investing in crypto, investing in Web3, investing in DeFi, which are all interchangeable terms to a degree. I am going to challenge you to get off the sidelines, learn how to invest at the most basic level, and get in the game because it can change your financial future. One of the things you will know about me, you will learn about me if you've never engaged with myself or my content before, is that I am about pushing financial progress forward in lives of individuals, families, women, period. However you interpret that. What it means is Bitcoin hits 90K. So, what's the next step? Is going to probably stall out at this level for a little while. A little while could be a month, 2 months, or 6 months. It could be a short term, it could be a long term thing over the course of some years. You don't know. But I am operating from the premise of the fact that it will keep climbing at least until sometime next year. I'm not going to give specific time frames based on my research because I do not make recommendations about what you should do when you invest your money. All I can do is reference what I know to be true and how I'm investing my own money. You have to consider the fact that if you do not get into the game, it is going to cost you money every day that you don't take action. You might not understand what I'm saying. It might be going over your head, even though I'm speaking in the most simple form that I could possibly be speaking in right now. It kind of goes back to the old school saying, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. But the longer you procrastinate, the longer you act like I don't know and wait for somebody to tell you what to do with your money while they're charging you 5% to invest your money. Hello, you should be your own financial advisor. I'm just saying, it really isn't that hard. So every day that you don't make a decision to invest, regardless of how you choose to invest, it's going to cost you money in the end. It really is. So, where do we go from here? I'm going to tell you to sign up for my masterclass, honey, because that's a step. That's an action. That's an actionable step that can lead to you getting a desired result. If you take the class, implement what I'm teaching in the class, and then put it into action, you at least know the basics from there. You need to be committed. This is not a get rich quick scheme. If that is what you're looking for to make money overnight, you're in the wrong part of the world. You need to go find somebody else who's going to be like, I made $1 million overnight. I don't do stuff like that because I have been in finance for 18 years and I know that there is strategies to making generational wealth over time. And that is what I teach. I don't teach, hey, make $500 every day. Yeah, no. Because anybody who has been an investor in this market, regardless of what asset you're investing in, know that you can be on a winning streak and probably making $500, 5 grand, and you get into that space of, oh, I'm untouchable. And then all those gains that you made over the course of a week can be knocked out in the course of a day because you're not balancing your emotions and you're not being strategic in your trades and risking a certain percentage. So I don't make promises that are not realistic. I'm not going to do that. But I am here to teach you how to use a long-term strategy in order to build your wealth over time because it takes time. Even me with finance being in my blood basically at this point, it still took time for me to learn. After being professionally trained by experts, it still took time for me to learn. So In order for you to build abundance and create your own reality, which means a world that you want to define on your own terms in reference to how you live an abundant life, you have to embrace the fact that times are changing. And we are literally on the cusp of seeing technology just go to a higher level of intelligence, and it's going to change our lives forever. Being in Web3, please consider the fact that while we're sitting up here talking about Web3, there are brilliant genius minds in the world who are planning the next version of the internet, which is Web 4, Web 5, Web 6. It's like, think about it from 1 to 10. We're only on the third version of the internet, and it's just going to keep innovating from where we are. So, I'm going to encourage you to figure out what abundance means to you. I'm going to encourage you to tie in some form the new dawning of Web3 and how it's going to transform your money to allocate resources to get in the game. Even if it's like 5 to 10%. Even if it's like 1 to 5%. Again, this is not financial advice. I am just making basic observations based off of what I know to be true and what I use in my own life. That is it for now. As I mentioned previously multiple times, we're releasing a masterclass to teach crypto. It was originally $199. We're going to have it on sale for the holidays for $99. And come holla at your girl. Come connect with me. I love meeting new like-minded people, and I love teaching this stuff. This is the air I breathe, y'all. Like literally, this is what I do. As always, you can find us on Rashida.ai. I am on socials at Rashida McFerrin. Might be a dot between Rashida and McFerrin. I'm working on synchronizing my socials across all platforms so that I'm just Rashida McFerrin across TikTok, X, Instagram, LinkedIn, etc., and Facebook. And that is all. I hope you guys have an amazing holiday next week, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.